Just the reason, hey, Robert. Just the reason I brought Pups along is that unbelievable sacrifice today from Seppa, probably Josh's wife, who had a baby boy this afternoon. So Jeremiah, it was amazing. It was always going to be touch and go whether Seppa could hang on or whatnot, but she wanted Josh to go away and play. It was a, as I say, unbelievable sacrifice from a new mother. So I thought I'd bring Josh along.
Congratulations, Papa. How you feeling, mate?
Yeah, thanks, Oops. Nah, obviously pretty excited. Can't wait to go back and check on the wife first of all, but then obviously hold my new son as well. So can't wait.
Stick 6 wins in a row. What did you make of this evening's performance?
Mate, I'll take any win, hoops. But the last 15 or 20 minutes, we're not the team that we have to be. We played to the scoreboard and made 3 bad errors. I think it was 2 tackle ones, and early in the tackle count again. Then we turned the footy over and we let them get back into the game. And that's not good enough. So we've got to build on that. It's important for the boys to hear it because that's not good enough when we're going into the back end of the season.
Joe, you must have been proud in the opening half, though. I think you were 19 sets from 19 completed. And the second phase, you were getting off your offloads. It was also working very well.
Yeah, we were sticking to the game plan very well. Like Stick said, though, going forward and going into back end of the season finals, we got to cream both halves. That'll be a big work on for us going forward.
How do you keep it's a good group, Stick, but how do you keep them grounded? Because there's going to be a lot of hype now. You've still got 2 buys up your sleeve. There's going to be a lot of people starting to really talk you up, whereas at the beginning of the year, people were saying you might get the spoon.
Yeah, well, we didn't listen to all the bagging and the criticism, and we won't be listening to the noise now because there's people out there who still don't believe. So we're still a very, very young football team. If you have a look at the average age of those kids out there tonight, some guys playing their second game of NRL in Jed and Noah, Owen Paddy's age, there's such a young group. They're benefiting off these two blokes beside me, Corey Horsburgh, Hudson Young, Tommy Starling, Zach. I've probably missed 1 or 2 there. The young blokes they're feeding off these blokes, our leaders, and Jamal included in that. I hope I haven't missed anyone, but younger guys it's all brand new to them, mate. And it's a year of us building a foundation. What comes of the season it'll be in our own hands, but we won't be listening to any of the hype. We don't listen to the criticism, so we're not going to listen to the hype because we know that's coming from the same people that were criticising us.
Ricky, I was going to say, I know you look just 1 week at a time, but you're now top of the comp, 2 wins ahead of the next best team. Is the minor premiership a goal?
It hasn't been spoken about, Robert. Honestly, it's we set ourselves some really big goals at the start of the year, and it had to take a lot of courage to do that, mate. And I don't say that beating our own chest, but we set some big goals at the start of the year, and we haven't achieved them yet. But we've had the courage to talk about it.
I think the Raiders have only won 1 minor premiership in their history. It'd be a great achievement, though, wouldn't it? It's
still how many games to go? What is it, 8 or 9? So, mate, there's so much of the season to go yet. We won't be getting ahead of ourselves, mate. I can promise you. And I know these blokes here beside me. We've only got to find one person who's going to jump ahead of himself, mate, and these boys will come down on him before I do. Ricky. But they won't. I can't stress enough how good a group of blokes I've got. They, like all footy teams, they want to win, but they are a very close team, and they'll pick each other up in regards to how they are handling this situation right now. Because of sometimes the youth is just exciting. They're just looking for the next day. So we won't get too ahead.
Ricky, giving Hudson Young a spell tonight give Simmy a rare chance to start. You must have been pleased with his game, scored a try and was involved in the lead up to Ethan's.
Yeah, I was really pleased with Simmy. He played really well. He's got good feet at the line. He's I needed a big off season out of him, and we wouldn't commit to extending him until he gave me the commitment in the off season, and he was brilliant. He came back from his tour overseas with Tonga? Samoa. I think you said Samoa. Tonga. I knew I'd get one of them wrong. He went overseas and played, and I said, yeah, absolutely go, but on the backing that you come straight back to off season, and he did. Without with a small break, he came back to off season because he had to have a big off season. Another off season for Simmy, he'll be even a better player next year.
Joe, you're a guy who started your career here like Simmy, and you must be pleased for him to come back and play so well at the club where in front of the crowd where he started his time.
Yeah, we've got half a dozen boys started here. But yeah, I love coming back. Got the in-laws up here and some family members, so just to play in front of them is always a pleasure. But yeah.
And on Simmy specifically, like he got the chance to do that tonight.
Yeah, unreal. And the good thing, he's not the finished product either. He's got a lot of growth to go, a lot to learn, and it's good that he's getting those minutes in.
Josh, were you always going to play tonight, and how did that conversation go with your missus?
Yeah, I told Sticky at the start of the week that she was sort of due around tonight. My missus told me to. I told the roomie that my missus told me to make sure we come back with the 2 points, and she'll deliver the baby. So I'm glad we done both.
I'm glad she held her.
Back now.
I'm glad she held her into the bargain.
Do you give him a proud dad as well? I mean, your son's going well.
Yeah, it's his second game. This game was always going to be harder for him to get up. I spoke about that during the week, that last week's prep was easy for him. This week was going to be a lot different, and I was actually happy for him how he played.